This is a short video on how to use the Member WebRES booking system, which you can access through the Members Only portal on the Gallagher's Canyon website. So the first thing you want to do is open up a browser, and in the window you'll type gallagherscanyon.com. So the first thing we're going to do is log into the Members Only website. You'll click login, and here you will put your username, which is usually your email address, and then your password. You can click remember me there, so you don't have to keep typing your username each and every time. You'll notice it has my name there, so it'll say welcome with your name. That's important. If you don't see that, you're not logged in and you won't be able to access the WebRES or the ballot online. So now we've got some options. Membership is where we want to go. Incidentally, if you're on a laptop, or actually, sorry, if you're on an iPad or an iPhone, your options are down here. You'll see a menu box there, bottom left corner, to navigate to Members Only. But on the desktop, it looks like this. So we'll click on Membership. We'll click on Members Only. We'll scroll down to Login, Proceed to Members Only website. And when we get here, you can see Ballot Online. We don't want that, but the next option is Member WebRES Online. Notice it says 4 days in advance. So your best opportunity to get good tee times would be through the ballot. And keep in mind, we always pull the ballots Monday morning for the following calendar week. But if you want to play on short notice or after the ballot has been drawn, your two options are phone in, which you can call the golf shop anytime after the ballot's been done, or within 4 days in advance, you can go to Member WebRES Online. So that's what we're going to do now. So we'll click on Member WebRES. Just a short window opens up there. We'll just click OK to clear that. And then we're going to log in. This login name is typically the same one, your email address that you use to log into the Members Only website. And again, if you click Remember My Login Name, you don't have to enter that each and every time. So you will put your email address in, or your login name, followed by your password. And I would recommend using the same password for both. It's a little bit easier. If you have different ones and you want them to be the same, just let us know and we can reset that for you. Again, click on Remember My Login Name there. And when you log in, it looks like this. There's some options there. Browse tee times, your profile. There's not a lot to do in my profile, but it is there. My reservations and playing partners. Mostly you're going to use these two here, browse for tee times and your upcoming reservations. This is actually quite handy, playing partners. There you can add a list or a group of frequent playing partners, and then it's easy to add them quickly to any tee time you're going to book. So let's look here at browse tee times. We're going to, in this instance, we're going to look for a tee time on Sunday afternoon on the Pinnacle course. So when you click the calendar, you can see it opens up 4 days in advance. So we're going to choose the 10th, which is the 4 days in advance. We'll change the time to the afternoon. We'll look for, say, anything afternoon, after 12 o'clock. We'll say there's 2 players. Now this is important here. If you're choosing the Canyon course, this needs to be set to 18 holes. If you're choosing the Pinnacle course, this needs to be set to 9 holes. If you search 18 holes on the Pinnacle, it won't find any tee times at all. And vice versa, 9 holes on the Canyon won't either. So just make sure you're matching 9 holes Pinnacle and 18 holes Canyon. So in this case, we're going to go 2 players, 9 holes, Pinnacle course, Sunday, May the 10th afternoon. We'll hit search there, and we'll see what's available. And you can see the very first one is 11:58, and then there's a few others there to choose from. So let's say we want to book the 12:08 tee time. I'm going to choose book. This is a little pop-up here that just says, please make sure we don't have multiple bookings for the same group. We do run into this from time to time, that more than one playing partner will enter a ballot. We try to search and find those before we pull them, but if we find duplicate ballots, unfortunately we have to put those to the bottom. So we would just ask that you communicate with the rest of your players and make sure that you're only submitting in one ballot, or in this case for WebRES, 1 tee time, so there's not multiple bookings. So we click OK here, and this time pops up. Now this is a twosome under my name. If I wanted to add another member, you can see I can choose add any member here, or I can choose from my playing partners. So we'll choose here. We'll say add any member. Perhaps I want to play with Brian Jackson. I'll put in the last name and hit search. And when I click add, Brian will pop up there. I will click finish booking. And here I can send an email. I can choose who I'd like to send that to. And I can also add other recipients if that's of interest to you. But these are the main ones here, the main reserver and my playing partner. And I can click send. And that will send him or her an email confirmation of that tea time. Now when I click into my reservations, I will see that time there. Now there's a couple things I can do here. I can use this just as a reference to know what my upcoming games are and when I'm playing. But if you go to actions, you can actually cancel the reservation. Now you can only cancel a reservation that is booked further out than 24 hours. So if that's 1 day in advance, you won't see cancel reservation. But in this case, this time is 4 days in advance. So I can actually go ahead and now cancel that reservation. It says, do you wish to do that? I say yes. And there you go, the reservation has been canceled. So that is how you can browse for a tea time and book a tea time and email a playing partner using Member WebRES.